This video was sponsored by Enhance, NeoWatt, A Better Road Planner, Elbilmek, Kempower and Bilkomponenter. Yo, what's up? Today I just finished a degradation test of this classic Ioniq. It has done 320,000 kilometers. It's 9.5 years old. And it still actually performs okay. It has some visible degradation. I'm going to talk about that soon. But just want to talk about a topic. Could be a sensitive topic. Could be the next gate, the next battery gate. I talked about this before actually, many years ago, but I feel like we need to highlight this. I'm not sure if it's too late. It might be too late, but okay. Let me just first show you here. Beautiful classic Ioniq in this green, Senep green. Yeah, Senf. Yeah. It has some wear and tear, of course. Like I said, over 300,000 kilometers. It has some scratches here and there. Oh, or some dents maybe. Oh, it has seen its better days. It has been well used, but there's still plenty of oomph left in it. Yeah. Okay, also see here. Dude, what the heck happened to the steering wheel here? Can we fix this? Huh? The heck, man? It's like the sandpaper man was driving this car. But okay, anyway, still kicks ass for the Lord. 321,000 kilometers. Yeah. And yes, it has some degradation. And when I did the test, okay, I got 21.5 kilowatt hour after this battery. So that means 17.3% degradation, or look at the other way around, 82.7% state of health. So it is as expected for a car that has done over 300,000 kilometers. It actually equals to roughly 2,000 cycles, or 2,000 cycle equivalent. You know, you do half cycle and then a half cycle. Actually, 2 half cycles is better than 1 deep full cycle, but whatever, roughly there, you know. So that's fine, yeah. But when Valdemar checked this, he did a quick test in the workshop, you know, Elbilmek, and the tool reported 98% state of health. So even Valdemar agrees that 98% is highly unrealistic for 320k. And I said, yes. And also, the method I did was I drove this car from 100% to actually 2%. Yeah, went quite deep, risky business. And then measure the kilowatt hour got out of the battery, and you can trust it. I actually have a video coming up in not too long where I measure, I compare the kilowatt hour the car reports versus the charging test that the charging hardware or charger reports. Those are 2 independent places, and it actually matches. There is only around 1 to 3% difference in some stuff there. So it actually matches. It means that you can trust what the car reports as kilowatt hour. What you cannot always trust is the distance error, because that's based on wheel size and whatever, you know, and actually tire pressure even. But okay, whatever, I'm not going to go too deep in that topic. But what I'm saying is that you can trust what we measure in kilowatt hour, as long as we have some measurement points many years ago, which fortunately I had because I've been in the game for a long time. I know what this car had when it was new, and now we measured again almost 10 years later. This car is 9.5 years old. It was delivered in November 2016, yeah, and now we are in March 2026. So you know, we have measured how much battery degrade over time. But what the heck is that state of health thing? Well, here is the thing that could spark some debates, or the next drama, or I don't know, the gate, whatever I call it, battery gate. The next scandal, which is that the Korean cars, you know, this is Hyundai. We have Hyundai, Kia, they are brother-sister companies. The first gen Kia Soul from around 2016-ish, right? 15, 16, 17. The 27 kilowatt hour battery. The battery chemistry is not that great. And then these are air-cooled batteries. The battery in the Soul is not the same as we have here in Ioniq. The Ioniq here is slightly better, newer generation. But the first generation Soul battery had a flaw, that design flaw. Some of the batteries, they were stacked, battery modules were stacked on top of each other, and then some of them were laid down flat just so they could fit 27 kilowatt hour, right? And then over time, those stacked cells, they became slightly warmer than the other cells, and because of the battery chemistry back then they used in that generation, those cells will degrade more, and then that pulls the whole pack down. And that's what we see nowadays, that these roughly 10-year-old SoHs without warranty, unfortunately, they have roughly 50% battery capacity left, or they are sold on fin like for ridiculously low prices. We're talking about 15-20k NOK, right? Like 1,500 euros roughly. Simply because they also say in the ad that it has 50 or 60 kilometers of range. I'm like, oh shit, yeah. But then the second gen SoH, the 27 kilowatt hour SoH, had a slightly different chemistry, and it was more robust for that temperature difference, and it didn't degrade that much. So yeah, but then Kia did replacement on this. The SoH I bought was replaced on warranty. I was lucky. And so they replace it, but they don't have those old shitty cells anymore. So they put in a better battery pack, similar to what we have in Ioniq. It then charges faster. The classic SoH, or whatever you call it, initially could charge at only 48 kilowatt roughly, but then the new replaced on warranty cells, whatever, they can charge at around 65 kilowatt, same speed as the classic Ioniq. It has very same charging characteristics as the classic Ioniq. So if you're lucky, you will get that battery replacement. How do you get it? Well, if you just refer to that, some dude named Teslabjorn, some Chinese Norwegian guy, half Norwegian, half Chinese, half German, did the measurement and claimed that the battery is at 55% state of health. They don't give a shit about that. Why? Because they do it like, they just read it. They don't have time to do that, the full test. They will just go into the car's BMS, like Valdemar did, and then there was actually a case, my friend Paul, I think it was his mom's car, a SoH, was degraded. He had warranty on that SoH, battery warranty still. This was many years ago. I measured it. I don't remember exactly how much it was, around 55-60% only state of health. It was severely degraded, most likely because of those two upper cells were bad and they pulled down the whole pack. But then when you read the state of health that the car reports, it was higher. And that's what the Kia dealership was doing. They just read that incorrect value. Was it programmed to do it like that? Or was it not estimating it correctly? And the same was also for those SoHs, those poor SoHs. They had claim high state of health, and then the poor users who own them, they'd be like, oh, but we noticed that the range has dropped. And they'd be like, yeah, but you've been hammering it, or it's winter. Of course you have to expect that the range is only 60 kilometers. So then those guys, they had no solid proof. They had no knowledge to push this through. And then unfortunately now they're selling them dirt cheap, actually less than 1/10 of what they were sold for before. They sold for around 250, 260k back then, and now they're selling for 20k, 15k. Those batteries have degraded way more than they should. They should have been at around 70%, just like this car, right? They should have been at around 70, 80% state of health, not 50% or 55%. So I think this is unfair for all the guys who bought those SoHs, used them, right? Supported Kia, and then Kia just shits on their customers. It's a scandal. I know, it's a scandal. I love Kia. I own one myself, I love Ioniq, but I feel like they can't get away with this. But unfortunately, I think it's too late now, because the warranty on those SoHs are too old. The first gen SoHs are around 10 years old, and that's too late. It's after the warranty is out. Yeah. Unless there is like a court that can say that, okay, you guys messed up, Kia, you need to pay those owners a compensation, at least, 2,000 euro compensation for their lost range or something. I don't know. But I just needed to highlight it because I've seen it. Like, because why does it bother me? Because in the past few weeks when I was looking for a new sole, I saw lots of soles on Finn, and they were just degraded, like many of them, like holy shit, man, it's lots. At first I thought that the soles they had, that dropped in price, right? Like Tesla's drop in price, but the Teslas, they actually have okay state of health. Like the first 10 Tesla Model S, they still have around 60 kilowatt hour left, right? Which is around maybe 75% state of health. And they have been driven a lot. But okay, no, it turns out that those poor souls that are for sale, they just have way too much degradation. That's why they are sold. And then I guess other souls that maybe didn't get that much heat, maybe didn't fast charge too much or whatever, they haven't degraded that much. They might actually be at actual around 75% state of health. Maybe I should also investigate when I have time, borrow some souls without too much degradation and test how they are. But I have actually tested one that was from the Rebil near Kløfta here, that had around 19 kilowatt hour. Yeah, so that's more normal. Yeah. And then, but can Valdemar do some magic here? Well, Valdemar, it sounds like a magician, actually, or a sorcerer, a wizard. Valdemar the wizard. I mean, that's Voldemort, right? No, but could you not replace those cells? I think Valdemar did that many years ago when I borrowed that soul. I believe that he tried to replace the cells, but it didn't really help it. And then he put the next gen, or they replaced a warranty cell in it, and then it was actually a lot better. So he did something similar with that Leaf also, Frankenstein. He replaced 2 modules or something, I don't remember. And then the Leaf became slightly better, but not that much better, because the rest of the pack was kind of degraded. So, yeah. I think it's more like a lost case. It's just, yeah, we can talk about this now, but maybe in the future there will be other cars out there in the pipeline that might also have similar problems. But what I'm saying is that don't trust the state of health reported by the car. Use some kind of test like I do. Over time now, the test I have, I didn't even invent this. There was someone else who told me many years ago about this is how you're supposed to measure degradation. And also we have Avilo, the Austrian guys that made this testing thing. You plug it in OBD and you need to charge the car to 100%, and then they do some magic over it has 3G, 4G connection, that dongle, and it will send data. As you drive, it sends all the data. It actually logs lots of stuff. It logs battery temperature, how much you hammer it and so on, and compensates for that. But this is quite complex. When you hammer it, the battery heats up, you get less energy out of the battery because some of that stuff goes into heat, and then it's not counted in the trip meter. This is also under the topic for a video if you guys are interested. But Avilo, that Avilo test thingy, whatever dongle, also is based on that you charge the car to 100% and then you drive it. And the whole idea is that that's what you do with the car. You charge it and you drive it. And as the battery ages, internal resistance builds up. There's something about the dentures, whatever what they call it. So that looking at a tool might not be accurate enough. And as you drive it, you might have more heat loss than before. That's what I see typically in degraded batteries, is that the battery temperature goes up a lot more than it did many years ago when I tested the car or the battery when it was new. So all that stuff supports the well-known battery theory tech or whatever, right? So yeah, lots of stuff. But yeah. Maybe I should contact Kia and Hyundai and ask them about this. But then they'd be like, oh, shit, man, they will feel a bit uncomfortable, yeah. But okay, so anyway, I just needed to vent out about this because it was kind of interesting because Valdemar, he knew about, he saw this state of health number, right? And he was like, and he claims that the battery was in really good health. And I said, okay, and then I tested it and it was not in that great. It was not 98%. So then that's why I thought, okay, it needs to be highlighted. So maybe you have a Soul with degraded battery and you need to sell it quite cheap. yeah, the train has gone for you, unfortunately. No more warranty. So unless you go to Forbrukerombudet, Forbrukerrådet, and then, but it's probably too late for you. Sorry, I think so, or I don't know, unless it has tilbakevirkende kraft. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's going to be for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching and talk to you later.